walking in the Spirit, walking with the Spirit, walking, talking, walking, dying, running. Hello. So today I am talking about just the unique way of the Holy Spirit talking to you, walking beside you, holding your hand and going all the way. And the most important thing for me in my own walk has been to realize that the Lord has made me in such a unique way. I'm an artist. I love to have lots of creativity going, be spontaneous, little surprises around the corner, quickie puns. That's my vibe. So basically, the Lord knows that, and He wants to use that. So for you, may you just listen and be obedient to how the Holy Spirit is talking to you specifically. So, I will just share a little bit of my own life or how the Lord has been talking to me. The most important thing was just to be so real with Jesus, so honest, because when I'm the most honest, the most spontaneous, the most relaxed, then He can actually work the best through me. It's kind of like a channel, but walking beside Him in the process. Just to give you an example, how He talks to me. The other day, my friend and I, we were jamming on the dance floor, and I was just like, Lord, And then I just had this little quirky song coming up in my mind saying, God is like polka dots, He is. He is like polka dots. He's rolling around everywhere. God is like polka dots, He is. And I thought, oh, Lord, that's cool. Thank you for that one. And that's basically how He works with me. Just also another way of how He works, not just to me personally, but also through to other people, is just how He wants to spontaneously sometimes just prompt me to do something, to talk to somebody. So basically, one day, I was taking a jog, getting all fit, and being like, oh yes, this is the good life. On the beach, got there eventually. Such a nice scenery. I was like, oh Lord, this is so lovely, so beautiful. And then I saw this guy on a sand dune, saw him smoking kind of on his own, and I just felt something, just a little thought in my head saying, you should go talk to him. And I was like, okay, but what do I say? And I just felt something saying, he doesn't have a good relationship with his father. I was like, okay, Lord, I think this is you talking, but still, seriously, what should I do with this? And then He said, they just had a fight, him and his dad. I was like, okay, fine. Walk up and down the sand dune, wanting to pass this. Then eventually I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. Asked the guy, hey, dude, sorry, what's the time? And by the time he answered, I was right next to him. It came down to it that he was on holiday, actually with his dad, and I picked something up, and eventually I started just talking to him, and then I said, hey, but you don't have a good relationship with your father, do you? And he was like, and then I said, you just had a fight, right? And he was like, and then basically we could just share. He told me about how their parents got divorced when he was so young. He never really sees his father. He works on a boat in Venezuela, and he's actually so mad at his father that got divorced from his mother, and the whole story. Right there and then, we could pray together. I could challenge him to go back to his father and actually tell him exactly what just happened now, this random girl coming over and telling me these things, and how the Lord wants to actually restore the relationship. So that's just one way of how the Lord can so spontaneously just step right into a normal situation, me jogging, and just talk. Another story, which I love personally, is the fact that I can also ask the Holy Spirit, say, give me specific details about a specific person that I am going to come across one day, or tomorrow. Maybe I went to a breakfast and I asked the Lord, okay, who's going to be there? What do they need? I want to know. I want to have like clues. Let's try and find this person. So I got a few clues. I got a whole bunch actually. But then one of them was a girl wearing like dark wavy hair, having like hectic makeup over her eyes, and I kind of just had this idea saying that there's somebody that's involved like with fortune telling in a family, and sometimes it felt like I just made up all these clues, but the Lord actually just want to use even just your attempt to want to walk with Him. And then it turns out after the breakfast I went in town, I saw a girl in a hairdresser, and I just knew this is her. Went up to her, I actually knew her, started talking to her, and then I just asked her and I said, listen, yeah, I wrote this down, felt that I was going to talk to a person with dark hair and like hectic makeup over the eyes. You know, is it true that maybe somebody involved in your family is involved in fortune telling? And she was like, yeah, it's actually her sister, and she's already struggling to forgive her sister. And right there and then, we could go around the corner, pray together. She could just be like, oh my hat. The Lord is so crazy to talk to her in such an interesting, unique way, the way He wants to talk to her personally. So for me, I just want to know that He wants to talk through you personally, the way He made you. So keep on walking. I am Jacomien Labuschagne, and this is Zone Talks.